Huh, I don't think I paid attention to that when I was launching it. I don't think I paid attention to that at all. Nothing at all. Well, alright. Well, alright. Alright. We started up, Moons of Madness? That's what this is called? Moons of Madness? Yes. Moons of Madness. We started this up yesterday. It's, like, those are tentacles, but we haven't really found, like, tentacles. It's more like plant roots than anything else. Maybe they're tentacles. They look like tentacles, but they're from a plant. They're like the roots of a plant. Maybe they're tentacle-like. So it's a pretty cool game so far. I like it. It definitely, it's a walking simulator of sorts and a like adventure game. You know, you got some like mild puzzles and stuff that you need to solve. There every once in a while some like freaky things show up. Somehow there's this company that is kind of like researching Mars. And so they're a private industry. They're a Rochi Manticore, I believe, and another company, Anansi, I think. And they're there on the moon researching Mars. And it turns out that the company Orochi has been hiring like legit scientists, but with like checkered pasts, so that they can like hold things above people. They don't want anything that they're doing on the planet to come forward, so they all have like signed NDAs. Supposedly they told their families they were going to Antarctica rather than Mars. Not to explain why their family members are gone for multiple years. Apparently they can leave Mars. Apparently they can leave. But, I mean, it would take like 3 years to travel to Mars, and then like 3 years to get back, not including all the research and stuff that you're going to be doing there. So, that's, it's a long time. Well, I'm going to be gone a decade. Be back soon, family. But so they made all these people sign NDAs, and we have slowly found out that like maybe our mother is connected to this in somehow. Our mother went missing when we were kids. Maybe I think the main character might be in his like late 30s, early 40s. It's a long time ago. And apparently she was doing research that somehow connects to this alien species that they found on Mars. So apparently there was we'll just call it a civilization on Mars. And they have found artifacts and stuff like that. And so the company Orochi is like what would you call it? Archaeology? Alien archaeology? So they're sending people there, like botanists and stuff like that, and to like look at all the stuff, artifacts and whatnot. And one of these botanists is like combining earth plants with this like space bacteria and creates this, I don't know, evil tree that's crapping out like semi-sentient humanoid plant baby things. And there's something in the facility that's been like stalking us. But we're also getting these weird hallucinations as well. We just found out at the end of the stream that there is a underground facility, and the head of the company of our company of Orochi was also maybe still there or was there at some point. And they have like all of these robots, I guess, that have been like running the facility. And one of the scientists that came with us was granted permission to go down there and like go even further into her experiments that she's been doing, the botanist. But we ended up killing her because she went nuts. I don't know exactly what happened to her. It's not very clear, but something kind of like corrupted her mind and made her do like crazy things. I think it was like the spores of the plant or something like that. I don't know, chemicals that the plant was producing or something like that that kind of like made her. But everybody here is already kind of like in questionable standing, so who knows? Who knows? She may have already been a little off her kilter to begin with. The one thing I will say about this game, I mean, everything about this game I love. It's isolation, you know. I say it all the time. I love horror. I love isolation horror. It's probably my favorite. You're like, what's isolation horror? When you're in the middle of nowhere and can't do anything about like a situation, you're forced to confront with whatever you're dealing with, you know. So whether you're in space on another like barren planet, you know, you're under the ocean in like some sort of facility, you're on a spaceship, you know, any number of things. You're in the middle of nowhere. You're in the middle of nowhere, you know, you're in the middle of the desert or whatever, you know, there's nobody around to help you. No help is coming. I like that kind of thing. And, I mean, that's kind of what we got going on here. There are other people. There was a spacecraft, the Cyrano, coming down, and somehow that got corrupted. That one of there was some sort of EMP that hit the ship, and they sent out one of their crew members to go like look at it, but somehow he got infected by whatever this substance thing is, and he infected everyone, and then the ship crashed and blew up. And so some of our other crew that have already been on the planet, they call us the Invictus crew, they went to go investigate it. So we haven't seen a single other human being. The entire time we've been playing the game, we have not met a single other human being. We are in contact with a Declan and a Josephine. Two other people are dead. Lucas and Ina, they died. So I guess we've seen other people. They're just dead. Lucas was just straight up dead when we found him. He got killed by the plant thing. And Ina got corrupted by it and absorbed into like this massive tree that she was like growing in the greenhouse. But we haven't seen Declan or Josephine. So we haven't seen any like living people per se. It's a cool game though. Like I'm genuinely having a really good time with this so far. Like absolutely having a blast playing this. It's really cool. It's genuinely really cool. It's got some good atmosphere. It's a nice looking game. It's got a little hitchiness when it like's loading in another area, but I mean it's loading in another area. And that may be my computer, not necessarily the game. Seems to run fine. For the most part, it's pretty smooth. So we just made it through this underground facility area. Found out like our mom is connected to this thing, and
Rusty leather sofa in the corner. My parents took me here when I started having night terrors.
I understand that some might consider my behavior obsessive. Yes. We may not agree on the finer points, but I can't let it go on any longer. Not like this. My father, he always used to say, "Cynthia, your brain has its own mouth, and all it does is devour books." I was insatiable. I learned to see data where no one had ever thought to look. But I never thought it would consume me, strip me of my accolades, that it would affect my son. Can't keep doing this. That second mouth in my head, it just keeps eating. It will never stop. I know how that sounds.
okay. So yeah, we got here. We're apparently in some psychologist's office. Like we were walking out of the facility, and lo and behold, we're just here now. It's people. Engineering Dimensions, Dr. Cynthia Newhart. That would be our mommy. Mama. With her breakout book Engineering Dimensions, celebrated theoretical mathematician Dr. Cynthia Newhart completely changed the postgraduate study of mathematics. This beautiful new edition of Engineering Dimensions has been formatted for teaching and features a new foreword from the author, chapter discussion questions, and an extended index for easy reference. The ISBN is very crooked. Why is it so crooked? Great book, Mom. Great book. Here's the spaceship we were playing with at the beginning of the game. We dumped out all of its contents onto the floor. Moonlight. Technology. Funny stories. Oh, about Africa. Nice. Cook. Love stories. Psychological. Analysis. Secrets. Nearby. Ooh. Nearby secrets, you say? Go on. Acta. New patient Shane Newhart, 7 years old, male, with mother Cynthia, reporting night terrors with complex hallucinations. He claims to remember every detail. Mother encouraged him to describe the terror, and so he did. It is made of vines, tendrils, and teeth. He emphasized the teeth with human hands and face. The vines emerge from every shadow and fill the room, twining upon themselves, eventually crushing him to the bed. All the space that remains is a small, dark tunnel through which the creature stares at him from across the room, and he can see it through his eyelids, and its face inches closer minute by minute. But his mom always wakes him up before the teeth. S became extremely distraught, and the rest of the session was spent consoling him. For any chance to develop a rapport with him, I'll need to see them separately for several sessions. Call C to set up a time next week to discuss home life, school performance, her concerns, etc. That was week 1. Week 3. Shane's GP ruled out physiological causes for night terrors. Must be related to anxiety. A lot of tension in the Newhart house. S may be genetically predisposed. Today, he showed me the handheld chess game he plays during recess. Smart kid, but needs help with his confidence. Meanwhile, Cynthia remains a challenge. She answered my questions about S, but was reluctant to talk about herself. Insisted I wouldn't understand. As I encouraged her to give me a chance, she succumbed to a dissociative episode, which we talked about at length once it passed. She called it seeing through the eyes of elsewhere. We'll have to revisit this next week. I convinced her to see me as a patient. Yeah, we don't know what's happening. Wherever our mom was researching was strange. I guess that's the best way to put it. When she went missing, she just like disappeared off the planet. Like she just was one day just gone. How she managed to disappear, we don't know. But I'm pretty sure she was like sucked through some sort of like portal or something like that. We've been seeing visions of this woman and she's been talking to us. I mean, I'm assuming it's our mom. It may not be. I would assume it would be.
Can anyone tell me how to access the space between dreams?
Okay. Don't go over there. Don't go over there.
Excellent try, Gloria. However, while the roads of Agartha do traverse the vastness of time and space, the corridors between dreams are a separate sort of passageway, and the two only intersect in very rare places.
I didn't even read that paper. I just put it down because I wanted to see who was talking. could have been important. Why did it disappear? Stupid surreal. Oh, here we go. Question.
That's very cutting edge, Adam. And while the full answer to that is quite complex, that is still incorrect.
Oh, these are like the people's answers. Wrong. How does one access the space between dreams? The doors of the universe, wormholes, and event horizons after the possibilities to go to impossible places. Offer.
What a distinctive answer, Rupert. That is an interesting theological paradox, but it is wrong.
I have seen God, and it's terrible. The gates of heaven. God holds the key to the doors of the entire universe, and by his grace are allowed to enter. But I saw something out the corner of my eye there. We keep seeing that Venn diagram, and it's on our hand.
Very good. The answer is the dreaming ones. The dreaming ones were, the dreaming ones are, the dreaming ones shall be. Not in the spaces we know, but between. They walk serene and primal, undimensioned and to us unseen. They can teach us deep knowledge, secrets past the skin of eternity.
If they exist between dimensions, wouldn't that itself be another dimension? Well, they don't exist in any dimension, but they exist between dimensions, so that in between would be another dimension. Well, not necessarily. No, yeah. Space between the walls of sleep. From the critically acclaimed author of Engineering Dimensions and Wondering in Time. I heard the door open over there to the left. I think there was another book that we saw on the table. Yeah, Wondering in Time. From the brilliant mind behind Engineering Dimensions. There was a picture like this in the Washington Post. I think it was today. It was like on the cover talking about how people are dying very young from I think it was environmental issues, but that like circle image. It's not a spiral. I don't know what you would call that. Kind of looks like a tunnel, sort of. You know, circles getting smaller and smaller. I want to say concentric circles. That weird, strange coincidence. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab it. I'll go grab it real quick. Hold on. It's not exactly the same image, but it's chronic illnesses are killing us too soon. And, when was this? This was Sunday's paper, my fault. That was a while ago, but, like, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but you got, like, these concentric circles. I don't know how well you can see that, but, like, right there, like, that whole thing here, it's just, like, concentric circles getting smaller and smaller. Not exactly the same thing, but, you know, similar imagery. Coincidences are fun. Coincidences are fun. Like, so you've got those concentric circles getting smaller. It's just, it's not the same thing, but it's close. It's very, very close. Eerily close. Wild. Why was there smoke coming off the ground? Black smoke? Okay. Yeah, don't go over there. Got it. Exit. Don't mind if I do. Oh.
I'm having a hard time noticing when it's happening. Yesterday, I saw a light streaming through the kitchen window. A mote. Illuminated, suspended in the air. I spent the remainder of the day in my office researching. I've been accused of isolating myself. I merely am who I am and have always been an isolate. Isolated by knowledge. Imagine discovering a dictionary of new words to describe the universe. Words that no one else could ever know. The promise of limitless knowledge to an insatiable mind. Is it any surprise I struggle with domesticity? But I had to make a choice. I'm sealing it away. I have to try. Shane is my universe.
Okay, Mama. Okay. Oh, cook! Wandering in time. Well, there we go. Oh, look, his mom's. How can the human mind access the moment between moments, the space between spaces? If we depend on the other to recognize ourselves, what ourselves would we perceive if we met what lies beyond? These questions are not as different as they seem. To answer them, we must first relearn how to see, as I have through the universal language of mathematics. The gift is hidden within the angles. Come wonder with me. This is one of the dumbest sentences I've ever read. Or paragraphs. Wonder, wander, whimper. Join Dr. Cynthia Newhart, revolutionary theoretical mathematician turned philosopher, on her tireless mission to push beyond the outer limits of human knowledge, and learn how she balances her thrilling career with the demands of motherhood. Groundbreaking, comprehensive, heartfelt. At last, the elusive Dr. Newhart addresses our burning questions about her private life. Thanks to editor G. Alexander, and the ISBN is all scratched out. Yeah, if I was looking at books and I read that on the back cover, I'd be like, yeah, that book doesn't have any information in it. This is just crazy people talk. This is just crazy people talk. I wonder if this is any different. Doesn't look that way. No? Okay, let's go to 14. Patient functioning continues to fluctuate. She's managing to find relief from auditory hallucinations by isolating herself in basement. Symptoms waned enough to attend session today. Washed hair, basement utility sink apparently, manages to take care of Shane during disassociative periods. See twice trailed off into almost nonsensical babble. claims to have had a lot on her mind with the upcoming publication of latest book and is not concerned. Not my first patient with such challenges, but for some reason, I feel out of my depth here. Thinking about referring her to someone else. Increase dosage in the meantime. Shane is apparently doing well with support from his school's counselor. I'm sure he's glad to have his Thursday afternoons back. What about his dad? There's no mention of his dad. What about his dad? Like, we had, at the beginning of the game, we had a picture of us and our dad in our locker. What about Pops? Big Papa Dukes. Okay. So this is the altar. It looks like that was in our basement. There were a couple of tablets and a book in there. Okay, 3 tablets and a book. And a freaky skull with, like, roots. I think they're roots, not really tentacles. But they kind of behave like tentacles. Yuck. Neat. And for some reason...
Once you open the book, it's already too late. It's always too late.
I didn't open the book.
Contacted me this week. They've approached me several times in my career. They knew about the Red Planet, the twins. They suspected a great many other things, but they kept their cards close to their chest. As did I. Shane saw inside the book. Just a glance, and it was enough. They can never know. They would do anything to pull him into their fold. And that's why, Doctor, if I found out that Orochi approached you, and you told them what I've said, you'll find out just how dedicated a mother I am. Now, were you curious about the dreaming ones?
I didn't open the book. I would have opened the book. I was stuck on the, root there. Okay, bad things. Spaces between the walls of sleep. This is the 3rd book of hers. Clearance. 298. What lies on the other side of dreams? Where do thought and space meet? Beyond interdimensional theory, beyond the communal subconscious, beyond the fabled roads of Agartha, acclaimed mathematician and author Dr. Cynthia Newhart takes the reader to a plane where quantum science and myth intersect. With painstaking research, spaces between the walls of sleep makes the impossible not only possible but within reach. This book is an absolute game changer. Newhart fearlessly puts everything on the line to tackle subjects that others of her name and credentials would not dare to touch. And it all pays back in tremendous dividends. This book will broaden your perception from the shape of the universe to the something of your daily life. Your stupid thumb's in the way. Your dumb thumb. Can't read through thumbs. It's been some weeks since I transferred Cynthia's care to a more experienced clinician. I can't stop thinking about our final session. Even though my notes are sparse and the details hazy, ever since there has been a gnawing at the back of my consciousness, a deep anxiety I can't shake. I find myself jolting awake after mere minutes or falling to sleep entirely. I know something is watching. I see it flickering in my periphery. It slithers in split between seconds. It thinks I don't see. If I take the dreams for myself, it will tell them. I will have to suspend my practice until I figure out what it wants. Psychiatrist went bonkers. Book must have sucked $2.99. There's a lot of good books that are cheap. I got like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein for like $1. That's a really good book. A lot of the classics end up going really cheap. Also, garbage books go really cheap too, so there's no real telling. There's no ways or means of telling if a book is good or not, just based on its price. Someone's not into literature. Ooh, got him. Like, what about used books? Used books go really cheap. It's usually how I get my books. New books are too expensive. They're like $40, and I'm like, I don't got $40 for this trade paperback. I got $5, I mean, for not trade paperback, for like a hardback book. Hardbound. Hardbounds. Only if they have little mice warriors in them. Nice. Nice. I think I read like Stuart Little. Does that count? Liked how they added the clearance sticker. Great touch. Well, the first book had an ISBN on it. Then the second one had the ISBN scratched out. And then that book had a clearance sticker on it. I don't know, like, why they would do something like that. It's a weird attention to detail, but I noticed it. I like it. It's an attention to detail. I mean, I totally dig it. What's up, Willie? Rage? How you doing? Wonder what would happen if you searched it. I don't believe I can. Because it's gone now. Maybe something would happen. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. Bad worm things.
Why are you doing this?
They cannot awaken. The moons bend above us. It is all but a brilliant equation.
Please, I need you to help me.
I thought I am. I was. I will.
God damn it, who are you?
I think it's pretty obvious that's our mom.
Shane. I'm sorry, Shane. I've made so many mistakes. You were never supposed to be here.
Mom? Why are you... How did you get here?
My curiosity led me here. The pages of the Necronomicon revealed a mathematics I had never encountered, and a pathway to the dream world. I didn't know that once I made the choice, I could never return. The decision has weighed on me ever since.
Weighed on you? Do you have any idea what that did to us? To Dad? When you left, it broke him. We searched for you for years.
Shane, please, listen.
Has it been you this whole time? In the base, haunting the crew? Driving us crazy with these nightmares?
Stop! The struggle tears at my soul. It takes every ounce of concentration I have to remain here. I need your help, son. We must act quickly. When the ship passed between the moons, the twin dreamers were disturbed in their slumber. All the chaos you've witnessed, the filth, that creeping horror is only a fraction of the destruction that it can bring. If they corrupt the engine, the moons of Mars, the dreaming ones will awaken, and they will devour all of reality.
You left me. You left us for a delusion. What the fuck do you care about reality?
Reality is where my son lives.
What do I need to do?
Find the Gaia engine. I will help you do what must be done. Help me, Shane. Help me undo what has been set in motion.
Please don't leave again.
Don't worry. We'll solve this together.
I got a mom. Moms are great. The Creeping Horror, I think, was another story of his. I'm sure, I mean, this very much has strong ties to Lovecraftian horror, cosmic horror. Totally. Totally. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a ton of different nods here and there to Lovecraft. I haven't heard of Beyond the Wall of Sleep, but I can see it, man. I can see it. It's totally a Lovecraftian game. Okay. Fatang Shah, Chiftagu, Fatang, Chishag, Ganai. Boom. Chaturga. Paragon, Chaturga, Paragon, uh-oh.
Shane? Declan! Sorry, I don't know what happened. There's so much more down there, Declan. Clones, mind control, the dreamers, the dreaming ones. Declan, we have to find the Gaia engine. It's the only thing holding them back. Everything. The filth, the nightmares, my hallucinations, they're connected. We need to find the engine.
Okay. Shane, slow down. We're inside. You need to get here as soon as possible.
Hell if I'm staying here. We have to find it.
Okay. We'll find this machine. Because as much as I don't have any idea what you're talking about, it makes more fucking sense than anything else that's happened today.
Probably not. I seen some shit, man. I seen some shit. It will change you. It will change you. Oh. Yeah. Oh. We've read all that before. Okay. So we just need to get into the Meerkat and get the crap out of here, yeah? This is still all the... So nothing's changed in here, it seems. This is all the stuff that was, like, here before. I was just curious if something was, like, slightly different. You never know. It's dark, so that's great. Like the darkness. I hate that door. It's a dumb door. No? No, we're not gonna open that? Okay. Good. That's how it should be. About... No? Not that one either? Alright, good. You still chilling there, Lucas? With your googly eye? I don't like what's happening with his eyeball. Yep, everything's fine there. Cereal, why did you stare at that for so long? I don't know. It was, very, that's the airlock. I think that's where we have to go through. It's mesmerizing. I believe that's the word. Mesmerino. Yeah, it's all blocked off. I'm sure it's a good idea to go outside at night on Mars. I'm sure this is a good idea. I mean, you gotta look around at night, right? As they say, nighttime is the right time. Alright. Everything's going great. Hit the button. Get some air. 3%. Let's get out of here. What? But inside it said it was nighttime. Alright. I like daytime better than nighttime. I definitely like daytime better than nighttime. Daytime's great. Daytime's absolutely great. There's nothing ever in that refrigerator for me. Or what I'm assuming is a refrigerator. And we just leave the door open. Okay, cool. There's the other meerkat, so I guess we're at the place.
Oh my god. I'm arriving at the door now. It's massive.
Yeah, these stone carvings must be thousands of years old. The records of excavation you found in Argus? This must be the place.
I'll meet you inside.
This is exciting. I will meet them inside. Are we actually gonna see people? You're gonna, like, see people? I did, I scanned this. Solve the alien orb. That's the other meerkat. I'll solve that orb. I'm good and ready. Don't tell me what to do, gang. Okay, I'm ready. I'd like to solve the puzzle, Pat. I solved the puzzle. A machine that manipulates gravity. What now? Okay. I wasn't entirely sure if what I was doing was correct. Really cool. I'm gonna go get air though. Be right back. Really cool music. What's up, Kale Gortrout? How you doing, homie? Welcome on in. That's the ship that crashed. That's the ship that crashed. All right, cool epic moment is now over. It was the Cyrano.
Incredible.
I know, right? Very incredible. And there's like hieroglyphs. I don't know what else to call them.
So well preserved.
I came here to learn from the ancients, travelers at the nexus of the dream world. The Gaia engine they discovered, that immaculate machine, spans both dimensions. It powered their entire civilization, gave them pure vision, sight through time, knowledge unencumbered. And with all the good that intense light and power brings, there is always someone or something that wants to claim it for their own. I craved it. The knowledge consumed me. And I learned and I saw.
And so, how did the Necronomicon come into existence in the first place? That's maybe the more interesting question. I didn't realize that's what we were dealing with, was the Necronomicon. Tentacles and a cube. There's some cube. Maybe the cube is the...
It's a mural, Shane. It's a warning they left here long ago. If we let the filth take over the Gaia engine, the universe is left to the whims of ancient beings awakening from a million years slumber. You and I, we are the final guardians. We must repair what has been broken. Reality will cease to exist.
You got it, Mom. Nudican. Nudican. Nudibronch. Necro nut icon.
There's something under the ground here. It's shifting through the sand.
Get off the sand, Declan! Declan!
Holy shit!
Keep moving! Keep fucking moving! Get the fuck out of there! Run!
I'm not gonna make it. Oh, shit.
I gotcha! Move! I'm gonna hold them off!
With what?
Dozy! Declan?
Get back to the rover, Newhart! There's nothing you can do here!
Hell no! I can help! I know what we need to do!
It's everywhere!
Your friend should not be here. Terrible ancient secrets burrow into every crevice.
Mom could be evil. Nut icon. Nut I can. Nut I can't. Bitter reunion. I'll take some air, yeah. I like how we're calm now. When your heart rate goes up, you're like, like connecting things and stuff like that. It's actually cool. There's a lot of attention to detail in the game. Small little things here and there. Those orbs act as light. Goobers with tentacles in their faces. That's good. Okay.
The engine! That must be it!
It doesn't look like any engine I've ever seen.
I'm coming. Hold on.
What is this place?
They found it. They found the engine.
Cross the threshold. You must reach them.
Oh, that doesn't look good though. That doesn't look good. Like these things, kind of weird with all their like tentacles and shit, but those things, yeah, I don't like that. Nice block. Oh. I guess I gotta do something. Stare at the light. Oh, no, that just wasn't the way forward.
Crawling underneath the stone.
Runes. A language. A key, maybe.
Their eyes, they are forever open, never blinking until they crack like eggs and reappear.
Eklund, snap out of it. Here, take this.
What am I supposed to do with it?
What'd you give him? Like, she gave him her, like, eyeballs. Here, take this. I popped my eyeball. Who thinks an Event Horizon type scenario is gonna happen here? Like, these two people are, like, going crazy and they're, like, disfiguring themselves. Sam Neill's gonna pop out all, like, scarred up. Yeah, you got Spaghetti Head. Probably not good. They called them Serpentine. He said that their heads were serpent-like. Not really seeing serpent. You see like the pharaoh crest that goes around it, but then there's like a hole with tentacles coming out of it. Not normal. Not normal. I think we read a description of something like that earlier. A hole in the face. A hole where the face is supposed to be with tentacles coming in. I definitely recall something like that. I'm not sure if that was Ina that described that or not. Volkova. Okay. Oh.
Shit! What the hell is that thing?
Sandworm. Sandworm. I've seen Dune. Never read Dune. I've seen it. Run!
The sand is shaking. Not good.
Okay. Well, run! Sure.
I feel tremors.
Oh, it's Tremors! Oh. I've seen that.
What are these?
Symbols. Language. An unlocking mechanism?
Declan, what are you doing?
That did something. Holy shit, it's spinning faster. It's working.
God. Do that again.
Are they having sex? It's spinning, it's working. Do it again.
I gotta get off this sand.
Yeah, the nut icon's happening. The sand has eyes.
I'm gonna try to barricade the door!
No, it's already here. You can't.
You fucking bastards! You're gonna have to tear me apart! Ah!
Josie. Oh my God, Josie. Shane. Josie is.
Hold on.
Yep, it was sex. Most definitely, 100%, those were sex noises. Immaculate Machine. Oh, the Immaculate Machine. O sound, yeah.
The moons loom above us, drawing closer together with every second.
This is so cool. Oh, cool. Put your mouth on those. They're probably like tubes. Plant tubes. Cool. A new hand touches the bee cone.
No! Josie! My God.
Oh. Her helmet's cracked open. And she has a flare. Or a birthday candle. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's both? It could be both. No, I'm pretty sure she's not okay. I like how it's just she's on display. It's fine. This is cool. Activate the first pillar, second pillar, and third.
No. Declan! Fuck, this can't be happening.
Shane, listen to me. You can't trust her. She isn't who you think. And if she is who you think, she doesn't deserve you. They told me to load it into the Invictus. Fail-safe. They said I'd know when to use it. Said I'd know if I should. Well, it's now, Shane. It's you. I won't be coming along, buddy. Save the world, man. And tell your mom to fuck off. For me.
Yeah, I don't know if the person we've seen is exactly our mom or not.
I'm sorry. I was too late. I'll finish this. This is the end.
You can't let your friends die in vain. You have to complete what they have started. I cannot do it alone, Shane. My form, it shifts in the in-between. I will guide you. Be my hands.
I'm ready.
The runes, their language, it bends across the dimensions. It rotates and changes meaning. Recreate the sigils, align the inlays. Light the remaining pillars and charge the waning machine. Its glow will restore the barrier.
Maybe. Covered in splooge. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I'm copying here. Double square. Square, square. I'll do it. Square, square. Square, square. It's wrong. Oh, shit. No.
Quickly to the next. The moon's draw ever nearer. Illuminate the ancient machine while there's still time.
It didn't look exactly the same, but it was the one that was closest. It was missing like a couple of details on it, but I was like, that represents it the closest, so that had to be it. I like that. That was kind of cool.
Hurry, Shane.
It's so neat looking.
I'm counting on you. You must. You must. Tendrils of filth slither along the spine of time. They thrust themselves into the ether, tear at the fabric.
There, we gotta plop 2 down. That actually looks correct. Let's rotate it. I think that goes right there. And then we're... No. No.
Doing so well, my son. Just one more.
They're not identical. They're like close, but they're not the same thing, you know?
Do it, Shane. You are the key. Wondrous light. Return for us. Bridge the dimensions. Light and shadow. Repair the drifting, shining, luminous. Do you hear it singing? It sings, Shane. I can feel it. The energy. It's weakening. There is still hope. The moons must not align. Go, my son. It shines with the brightness of infinite knowledge. Do not fear it. No, your friends. They died to help you finish what they started.
I'm pretty sure Mom's crazy. That's probably it. And then that.
It's in place. I hope to God this works.
My sweet boy. I'm so...
Jesus! What's happening?
Time has come. It was inevitable. We were too late, Shane. The engine cannot contain the dreamers any longer. Run! Before it consumes you! Run!
The symbol of the moons was like the like Venn diagram we have on our hand. The one that we've been seeing everywhere. Maybe it's like they align in a certain manner. As the world crumbles.
The unbearable light! It's destroying the temple!
The engine! We charged it! Why didn't it work?
Were they warned would happen? Was it prophecy? The beings that lived here? They were warning themselves, other travelers, this galaxy. It was doomed to the void. The awakening is inevitable.
Cool. Glad it was unavoidable. It's unavoidable. It's a word.
There has to be something we can do!
It is too late to restore the machine. We have one last chance. One final result. The Gaia engine is compromised. Sleeper stir. Barrier is mended. Barrier is mended. The work requires sacrifice.
Mom! Stay with me!
To the moons.
Like, actually to the moons. Well, we do have a ship. I don't know if he told us what the failsafe word was, though. I don't think anything's actually breaking behind us. Oh. That did, though. I tried to jump there, and then I forgot that there was no jump button. The sand's bad, right?
The engine can be reborn, but it requires sacrifice. The moons, the dreamers, Phobos and Deimos. We must close the rift, shut the gate. Shane, you are here for a reason. You were marked, sent here, chosen.
I don't know what's going on. It's all falling apart. Everything. What do I have to do?
To the moons. You must go to the moons. There is no other way. Fly to the stars, to where the Cyrano broke the barrier.
That was apparently too high to fall from. You can die in this game, who knew? Oh, they're gonna make me do all that again? I figured there would have been a checkpoint when we walked out of the temple. We were safe. I don't think that was supposed to happen. It flung me. It flung me. I was like on a catapult there. I just got launched. Dragon, launch me. I guess it was kind of like supposed to ride that down more than I did. All I can say is I did it right the first time. It was first try. It's not like this is hard. It's just moving forward. I actually have to be a little careful. I didn't realize that my first time through here.
The engine can be reborn, but it requires sacrifice. The moons, the dreamers, Phobos and Deimos. We must close the rift, shut the gate. Shane, you are here for a reason. You were marked, sent here, chosen.
I don't know what's going on. It's all falling apart. Everything. What do I have to do?
To the moons. You must go to the moons. There is no other way. Fly to the stars, to where the Cyrano broke the barrier and slipped from the sky.
I thought I needed to like land over there, and I almost like clipped through the environment. I think they just wanted you to keep going forward. I thought again that it was like too far down. I didn't want to die again. I don't know what too far down is. It's like Elden Ring. You can fall much further than you think. Hey Bill. How you doing? I like how Bill makes his presence known. The perverted way. Just lurking because you can? Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate it.
To the launch pad. The Invictus should be ready to fly.
I believe in you.
So, rather than use the Invictus to fly home, we're going to use it to fly to another moon. I wonder if that, I mean, like, we can, like, take off and land. Can we do it again? Is it like a one and done kind of thing? It takes a lot of fuel to exit a planet, right? I mean, I'm assuming it takes less on Mars, but still. All of our equipment's going haywire.
All right, Shane. You can do this. First step, get to the command console.
Retrace their path. Complete the ritual.
You know, it was a really good movie? Haywire. That movie was really good. Too bad the main actress in Haywire is a horrible human being, but Haywire was, like, really, really entertaining. Good action movie.
Something got here before me. Not good.
Is it Gina Carano? The UFC lady? Who was on Mandalorian, but then said a bunch of like really stupid and offensive things. She's not a great human, but Haywire was like a really fucking good movie. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm climbing, though. Solar Site, Trailblazer Alpha. Maybe we're like prepping the launch here. Ah, here we go. Button.
What? I have to hurry.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I mean, apparently the plant is sentient, or whatever it is. I guess the dreamers are kind of controlling it, maybe? Oh.
No! Not now! They're going to destroy the ship!
Ship! Holy ship!
Shit! There's movement under the sand. Those things are back!
Alright, sandworms. Not good.
I have to be quick!
Okay, so it's a bit of a puzzle how we're gonna...
That rock should be safe. If I can just make it to the rocket! It's moving! Run! Just run!
I don't know where the thing is that's like chasing me, but...
I have to be quick!
I thought I could climb on that! You can! Scammed! Scammed!
Shit! There's movement under the sand. Those things are back!
It seemed like safety, but Shane here can't, what do you call it? Jump or anything?
That rock should be safe. If I can just make it to the rocket! It's moving! Run! Just run!
Aha!
I have to be quick!
Oh!
I hope to God the ship holds together.
Oh! Oh! I thought when we ran into that rock, which looked like I could walk on top of it, again, it's arbitrary. I was good though. I was good though. Everything's good. We're calm. Everything's good. Good and calm. Hit button. Okay. Oh, dude! Space computer. Tab. Get a Tab Ultra. Tab. I'm fine. Hide in whatever it was, at a shower? Or a bedroom? I don't know. There's probably a bedroom. Standing room only. I mean, the ship's eventually going to turn horizontal.
Getting close. Just need a little more time. I never thought I'd be leaving Mars this way.
What way? In a rocket ship?
Lucas, Ina, Josie, Declan. This one's for you. Everything needs to be green. This is it.
Can one person do this? Good. Here's the fly button. Declan payload codename Mars sucks. Detonate payload codename Mars sucks. Oh. I gotta hit buttons and shit? I don't know how to do this. Oh, maybe they all have to be green? This is bad for me.
Now, starting the countdown.
Colorblindness be damned. Who says I can't be an astronaut?
Fingers. Come on. We're clear of the atmosphere. Trajectory is set for orbit. What do we do next? Mom? Mom, are you there? Holy shit! What's happening?
Uh-oh.
This is everything you are. Just you alone. It's time, Shane.
Time for what?
Hush, my sweet boy. It's almost over.
No! This is wrong! You want to release those things!
They must be free, so that I can be freed. You destroyed the Gaia engine with your corrupted hands. Please, Shane, help me.
I'm ready. Mars sucks.
It's very bright. Am I alive?
Astronomers continue to be baffled by the sudden disappearance of the moons of Mars.
I blew it up.
NASA has called a press conference to address the speculation that a manned secret mission to Mars.
I blew it up. What does Marcellus Wallace look like? I don't know, people? I didn't realize there was only like an hour left to the game yesterday. Probably not even that much if you were a better gamer. You could easily get through that a whole lot quicker. I like this game. I liked it a lot. I said earlier, you know, it's kind of just a walking simulator with some like small puzzles here and there. It's an adventure game, you know, kind of in first person. It's pretty straightforward, super linear. You know, there's not a lot of delineating. I think, I mean, honestly, if I didn't get hung up yesterday, we may have been able to beat it yesterday. I got hung up on one section where I missed one small thing and spent like 45 minutes like wandering around trying to figure out what that one small thing was that I was missing. It's my fault. Hey, I'm not even angry at the game for that. I mean, that's totally a thing that was on me. It's a fun game. It's a nice looking game. The story is very Lovecraftian, cosmic horror. I love that. I absolutely love that. Lovecraft may be have been like a, you know, racist, bigoted human being, but the lore and universe that he built is pretty cool. That whole Cthulhu stuff, it's really interesting and fun, and I like it when people take it to like new places. Very fascinating. Cosmic horror is super intriguing. Super intriguing. That idea of the unknown interdimensional beings, greater gods, just things that are well beyond our understanding, comprehension. I love that. Very cool. It also takes something like this, does the stuff that I enjoy, which is isolation horror. You're in the middle of nowhere, you're all alone, you have to face whatever is coming your way head on. I love isolation horror. It's why a movie like Alien is one of my favorite horror movies. Kind of like Event Horizon too, or Underwater. I like that. I like the space horror, you know? Jason X, Jason in space, you got it. You got it. Critters in space, you got it. Like when things go to space and they're scary, I love it. The voice acting's pretty fantastic too. The voice acting's really solid. But I like, you can absolutely avoid all of the lore in the game, but that's what makes it so intriguing. There's a ton of documents around that you could just read that like build in and fill in like motivations and stuff like that. Easily passable, and you don't exactly need them, but it gives you more of like what's happening in the game universe and all that, and I like that. Completely optional. We're not even sure that that's like our mom. You know, it's some sort of like, maybe it was at one point our mom, but it's been twisted, and it was being used by these dreamers, whatever they were, to help awaken them. The moons of Deimos and Phobos, I guess each had a being on it, and when they kind of like aligned in a certain way, it kind of like triggered something. They also said that I think the Serrano, like it passing through them, triggered something as well, kind of like helped agitate them. But it seemed like more things were happening anyway. So Orochi, the company that, like, private company that sent us here, they had their own motivations beyond stuff. They had already discovered that there was a ancient civilization here and were excavating and doing research, unbeknownst to us. We were kind of like the cover story. Like, here's a base doing, like, a basic, you know, Mars research, and then underneath the base was a secret lab where all the covert things were going on, and there was an entire, like, robot factory. And I guess there were people that had access to down there. It seemed like, well, Ina Velkova, we know she was going down there, and I guess the president of Orochi, the CEO or whatever, was there at one point. I don't know if he, like, died while he was there. I'm not entirely sure about that. They don't really clarify what happened with him. But he was there at one point or another, and I think he triggered, like, the lockdown. But I don't know that we ever saw the outcome of what happened to him. But I really enjoy that. A lot of cool cosmic horror going on, and it's a very straightforward game. It's not super long. I dig it. There weren't a ton of, like, horror sections. You know, you get chased, like, once or twice, and that's kind of it, other than, like, you get some, like, flashes and some jump scares here and there. But it's cool that there were, like, otherworldly beings alive on Mars, too. I like that. Whatever the sandworms were, that weird tentacle monster that was stalking you, maybe it's either, like, one of the children that Ina was talking about, or that could have been the CEO of Orochi. That may have been him. That's kind of what my speculation was that it was him, but I don't know that I ever stumbled across anything that, like, actually explained that. So but yeah, there's good atmosphere in the game as well. I like the fact that, you know, you get to, like, fill up your oxygen tank. They utilize that relatively well. I mean, that never really was a factor. Pretty much a non-factor. There are plenty of places that you can fill your air up with. The puzzles are relatively straightforward. None of them felt impossible. They were all relatively easy. Even if sometimes I wasn't entirely sure what I was doing, I solved them all really quickly. So that makes me feel good. Like I said, the only thing that we ever got hung up with was I missed, there was, like, a vial on one of the tables that, like, I just ran past, like, 30 times while I was looking. There wasn't a good indicator. Normally there's, like, strong indicators that something's around, and maybe I just, every time I passed by it, I thought it was, like, them showing, like, the computer was there. Because it was right next to the computer, but I never saw two icons there. I only saw one, so maybe when I was, like, walking by it, I just always assumed, oh, that's the computer icon. It's very possible. Very, very possible. Because they really push you away from that. I like how there's minimum, I've talked about it before, but I like it when games do no HUD. There's no reason for a HUD in this. Your HUD is your helmet, which shows you oxygen when you're outside, and then you've got that little arm bracelet that you use to kind of, like, control some of the electronics around, so you can, like, wirelessly, like, link in with certain things. That's really cool. I like that. That was pretty dope. The only thing I find a little weird is that you're, like, the chief engineer. You're the handyman here. You fix things. Why don't you have access to everything? I mean, the only reason I can think is so that they can lock you out of areas, and so that you have to, like, acquire new pieces to get into those areas. But maybe you could have gone about in a better way. Like, here's something blocking my path. We need to solve something to get into there, rather than, like, you don't have security clearance to get in there. You're the engineer. Like, you should have access to everywhere, right? Because if something goes wrong anywhere, you should be able to fix it, right? That was the only thing that I felt was a little strange. I get it, there were, like, secret experiments and stuff going on and stuff like that, but, like, wherever there's, like, machinery that you have access to, I would assume that would be, could be even a overriding lockdown, but yeah, strange. Yeah. That'd be my only complaint, and that's just, like, more like, it doesn't make sense in terms of, like, IRL world, like, what's happening. Everything else is kind of grounded and understandable. That one was just, it felt like for like the sole reason of like locking you out of areas and you just having to find a key card to go through. That's like the only reason why it felt like it was like that. They try to explain it, but I don't buy it. You know, I feel like it's a little bit of a stretch. That's the only thing though that I would be like, that was weird. Other than that, you know, the game's a ton of fun. The game's like genuinely a ton of fun. I like the story. I like the atmosphere. I like the audio. The audio. Rarely again are you dealing with just pure silence. There's almost always some sort of, you know, atmospheric audio. There are silent moments for sure, but rarely is it just like purely silent. The ending's very morose too. You're like basically sacrificing yourself to save, I guess, all of humanity. That's a little silly. Also a little silly. Like, why does your rocket blow up both of the moons? Like, why would it do that? Your payload? Just sending out your payload? I think the payload was supposed to blow up the facility below us, just in case something goes wrong, like awry. You're supposed to get rid of, like, the evidence and stuff, but instead the payload blew up the 2 moons. I wonder how powerful, like, what the payload was. They don't really explain that. Futuristic bomb, I guess. Powerful enough to blow up 2 moons. But you sacrifice yourself for the good of humanity, I guess. Whatever these interdimensional, interplanetary, ancient beings, we got rid of them. It's cool. I like it. I like it. I wish there was more stuff like this. It makes me want to... There's a game out there that I haven't bought. It's called The Sinking City. We played Call of Cthulhu a couple years ago, which was a ton of fun. I really liked that. Another, like, point and click, but, like, more in depth, like you go to like Innsmouth and all that. But I want to play The Sinking City, which is done by, I think, Frogwares, who are the people that did like these like Sherlock Holmes games. So I think it's more of like a mystery kind of game, probably like a 3D kind of point and click kind of thing. But I want to play that at some point. It's gone through a bunch of issues. But it seems cool. And it's like Cthulhu based. You know, cosmic horror kind of stuff. I want to check that out at some point. I just don't own it. It's on sale for $15, and I was contemplating picking it up. And then I was like, it'll go cheaper at some point. $15 isn't a lot of money, but it'll go cheaper at some point. But I like this a lot. I thought this was a really fun game. I actually thought we were going to be playing... I thought we were like 2/3 of the way through the game. I thought we were like really close to the end. Because it took me like 3.5, 4 hours to get through what they called like chapter 1. And the achievement was like, you've made it through 1/3 of the game. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I was like basing it on that. But I never saw like 2/3. I never saw that. So I had no idea where we were as far as like the end of it. It's a fun game though. I really had a good time with it. I had a very good time. We were missing 2 achievements. 2? What could have I been missing? Oh, is there another ending? Is there another ending? I wonder where they put us. Like, where would resume put us?
Shit! There's movement under the sand. Those things are back.
Okay.
That rock should be safe.
Rock, 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 rock. Oh, look at them big tentacles. Kills. Okay, that moves really fast. Go, 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 go.
Made it. I hope to God the ship holds together.
So maybe there's something else I can do? Man, gonna make me try and figure out. I don't know if we need the oxygen or not. They're gonna make me try to figure this out. Alright. Let's see if we can find this other ending.
Getting close. Just need a little more time. I never thought I'd be leaving Mars this way. Lucas, Ina, Josie, Declan. This one's for you. Everything needs to be green. This is it.
Oh, he even says it. Everything needs to be green.
Now, starting the countdown.
Okay. So I think we do something out in space, maybe?
Close your eyes, cross your fingers. Come on.
I'm not entirely sure how we would help our mom out. I think there's a second ending here.
We're clear of the atmosphere. Trajectory is set for orbit. What do we do next? Mom? Mom, are you there? Holy shit! What's happening?
This is everything you are. Just you alone. It's time, Shane.
Time for what?
Hush, my sweet boy. It's almost over.
No! This is wrong! You want to release those things!
They must be free, so that I can be freed. You destroyed the Gaia engine with your corrupted hands. Please, Shane, help me.
What do I need to do?
It is done. They are free.
What's happening?
Julen, Ger, Gota, Tia, Aya, Vera, Diktan, Aya, Gan, Vitan, Yastan, Ayun, Yaka, Batu, Yachasha, Yachasoga.
You can't do this! Stop!
Oh, Shane, this is not the end. There is no end. There is no escape.
More tentacles. It really is hentai. I like how
Astronomers continue to be baffled by the sudden disappearance of the moons of Mars.
in the appearance of giant space tentacles, those things are huge. They're bigger than the
NASA
moons.
has called a press conference to address the speculation that a manned secret mission to Mars.
Like, what did this do? Chaturga. Pargon. Like, what did that do? Alright, well, we blew it up and allowed our space mom to win. Summon in tentacles for the tentacling, the great tentacling. The grand and great tentacling, the tentacling, the tentacling. Tentacles. What are you talking about? Wonder if there's any more. Is that the sun? You shouldn't stare at the sun. It would blind you. Be very blinding. Okay. There's apparently another achievement that I didn't get, but I don't know what that is. It said, like, avoid the water, but what water? The only water I could think was the one in the basement with the electricity in it. Maybe there, I mean, there was, like, vital stuff in there. I wonder if you were able to, like, just, like, go through it somehow, like, wander along, like, the outside. Like, you could go to where, I don't know, like, climb along the dark room tables and stuff like that, maybe. Cool game, though. Cool game. Cool game. I wouldn't want to, I don't know how long it would take to get back to that section. That was quite a ways in. It probably wouldn't take too long if I knew what I was doing. But, yeah, I'm good. Oh. I was just trying to see if you could skip the credits so that we could see if there was something else that happened at the end here. I had a good time with this. It's genuinely a Escape Mars. I did it. That's my... It's the one button I can hit. Is the left click. Escape Mars. Done. You got it. Yeah, I had a good time with this game. A lot of fun. I thought we were going to be playing this longer. I did not think of what we would play next. So we'll have to find something else to play here. I think I know what we could check out though. There's I don't know if we would call, I think it's called Endless Blue. It's a there's apparently this like game developer conference thing. I don't know what it's called. And you have like a set amount of time, like a 24 hours to like create an idea and like flesh it out, I think. And so someone made like this demo for it and then expanded on it. So it's not like it's like a full game. I think it's like a couple hours long. But we'll check it out maybe, see what it's like. It looked kind of cool to me. It looked kind of cool. I think it's a like survival horror, like Resident Evil style thing. You know, fixed camera angles. I think they said there was like some combat and some puzzles and stuff like that. You can check that out. It sounded cool. It sounded cool. I was looking for like survival horror style games. And I stumbled across that one. It was on itch.io. I think it's called Endless Blue. Endless Blue? I think. That is a trip hop band. I'm pretty sure it's called Endless Blue. Here we go. The first thing I stumbled across, I was like, endlessblue.com. Got it. Nope, that wasn't it. Yeah, no, that's what it's called. Classic survival horror adventure set in a mysterious underwater research facility inspired by 90s classics of the genre. This game aims to faithfully recreate not only the gameplay of the era, but the unique aesthetic of 90s sci-fi horror. Originally created as a short prototype for Haunted PS1's Summer of Shivers game jam. This game does have checkpoints. It does not have a save game feature. Your progress will be lost on exit. And it says it takes about 45 minutes to get through. It looks really cool. The screenshots look really nice. Like, yeah, it looks like a survival horror PS1 game, pre-rendered backgrounds and stuff like that. I wonder how long it took them to do it. I always thought the Summer Jam games were a 24-hour thing. Maybe it was like longer than that. But it looks really cool, and you know, I'm down for like 45 minutes of like checking things out. I've already got it downloaded and installed, so we just need to like pop it on. Doesn't seem like anything else changes here. This all seems to very much be the same thing that we saw before. But yeah, I'm excited to check this out. We'll see what it's like. It's short, so that means we'll get through it, and then we're probably gonna have to figure something else out too. But for now, we're gonna check out Endless Blue, I think. I don't know that there's a game category for it, so maybe we'll just go over to retro and play it in there. Come on, credits, man. It's been like four years, man. Four years. I hope more games like this get created. I very much enjoy this style of game. I was contemplating playing through, it's been a while, I haven't played through Observer in a while. That's another walking simulator. I think it's got some puzzles in it. I think it's like a more order of operations kind of thing. Like you interact with certain things and that's what allows progress. I don't recall. It's a trippy game. It's like sci-fi horror, so the main character is Rutger Hauer. I don't think it's actually Rutger Hauer. I mean the character is voiced by Rutger Hauer. Is it like repeating? The character is voiced by Rutger Hauer. And you're investigating these murders that happened in this apartment complex. And then you start like experiencing these weird, surreal kind of things. There's like a serial killer or something like on the loose in the building or something like that. I think you're just like a private detective, but it's very cyberpunkish. Like people have like body mods and stuff like that. Did the credits loop? How long were they last time? Go faster. Do I have oxygen? Why not propel yourself over to the large tentacles and make tentacle friends? But it's a really cool game, and it felt very oppressive. It was one of the first kind of walking simulators that I think I played. I was not really sure what kind of game it was. I bought it when it came out, and I was like, this looks cool. Rutger Hauer voicing in a video game? Hell yeah, man. Professional voice acting. I'm all about it. I guess he kind of does a good job. It was one of the last things I think Rutger Hauer did before he passed away. He sounds very gruff, you know? Alright, we're at the end. It's a really cool game. And apparently they remastered it. I wanna play it again at some point. I think it was one of the first, like, I think maybe Dear Esther. I don't know if I played Observer Dear Esther first. I know Dear Esther came out before Observer. Yeah, nothing really else. It's just kind of... That's it. Okay, cool.